they can come out on top with this, dude. That's all I hope for. But yeah, I guess we could lead into your news, dude, since that was it for mine, since you already got kind of started, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So with that already being taken out, I just have two pretty interesting pieces. First one is recently Bruce Willis was kicked out of CVS in LA due to him refusing to wear a mask. The 65-year-old was kicked out after shoppers around him got really upset, despite him actually wearing a bandana around his neck. So I don't know what that was about. The most surprising thing about this is that this stunt was done in an area that clearly is in trouble, as there are 0 beds available in the hospitals in that area. Any thoughts on this and Bruce? I don't think it's any like a big surprise that he's an asshole. I don't.
Wow. I can see that. I'm fucking Bruce Willis. Do you know who I am, dude? Like some shit like that. Like I don't.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! But see, what I thought was weird is that he was wearing one of those scarf thingies that he could have easily. It's like why did you put that on just to be a douchebag?
Just to give the appearance that he has the intentions on wearing a mask.
Wow.
It's like, what?
Shame on you, John McClane. Shame on you.
Guys who wear masks in Walmart with their nose out.
Oh, I see that all the time, dude. At my work, everywhere.
Yeah. I just saw a photo of myself with half of my mask down my face, so I shaming myself, my dude. I'm shaming myself.
I get the vaccine, dog.
I know, man. I sneak in, be like, yo, I'm in the medical field.
Yeah, fucking Bruce Willis, dude. Can't believe it. I mean, I kind of can, but you know.
Other news: the BBC stations have strongly considered banning the film Grease, as a lot of its content hasn't aged very well, and I guess it feels unwatchable according to numerous people. Sexism, misogyny, and a lack of consent are themes that actually plagued the musical from 1978. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you agree? Do you care? I know I'm not a big fan of musicals in general, but I really don't like Grease or give a shit about Grease anyway. So I'm just curious on your thoughts on this. Each of you.
I'll go first. I actually enjoy Grease. A funny story. I remember in my elementary school we had these things called sock hops. I don't know if you guys had them in yours, where like people would dress up. They would dress up like the people from like Grease, like in those old times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
back in the day. Girls would wear like poodle dresses, and the guys would wear like leather jackets and look like greasers and shit. And they had like a little dance and do like carnivals on the blacktops and stuff. But they would play Grease in our library, and it'd be running throughout the entire event. So from the end of school to the end of the event, you could go in there and sit down and watch Grease. And rewatching it, I didn't really catch all the misogynistic and sexist things that go on in that movie until recently. Like watching it and thinking, holy crap, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Regardless of that, I recognize that, and it's pretty bad, but I still enjoy the film. That sounds bad to say. I like singing along with the music. Alyssa watch it not regularly, but if it's on TV or for some reason I put it on, we'll sit down and watch it. And it's like my mom's favorite movie. So yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I understand their reason for banning it, but I mean, to each his own. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, then whatever.
Yeah, I'm sitting with kind of on James on this one because I grew up with my mom watching that movie all the time, and I learned to love it. But you could obviously, if you're a little more PC'd out, it has some crude themes toward chicks and stuff. So, yeah, But I love the musical, man. It was one of the first ones that I liked personally. Like, I don't like too many, I guess. Even it was like really catchy and stuff. If they're gonna take it off the air, then they're gonna take it off the air. I'm pretty sure if you don't give a shit about Grease, then that's just you don't give a shit about Grease, dude. Like many people don't give a shit about any other musicals, So like I don't follow the band, so Grease is the one. You know what I mean? So.
Grease is the word, right?
Oh, that scene where they're asking Danny Zuko or John Travolta when they ask her, like, they're telling, both of them are telling the same story but from different point of views. Like, he's being more like gross and like rapey, pretty much, because the guys are like, did she put up a fight? And like in one of the songs, and I'm like, oh my god, like that sounds horrible. Like, oh, did she put up a, like, basically asking her, like, did she fight you when you tried to get down? And, oh man,
which is it's like normalizing that predatory behavior,
Right. Yeah. Right.
But what's your intake, Diego?
I obviously my grandma and my grandparents love Grease. I do agree with the it's not an appropriate movie anymore. But with that being said, I mean, like, to each his own, I mean, to me, the stuff that's in there, even Grease too, there's some certain stuff that's like uneasy to me. I don't watch it personally because of certain stuff, but I mean, it's good to realize what our mistakes were as a society to now. So now we're more aware about, the stuff that was super intuitive for the time, I guess is the word. But I mean, like I said, Grease is still a movie that I could, if it's there, I'll watch it. But I don't really care.
Well, there you have it.
Touche.
I want to say most people watch it for the musical parts, anyways.
Yeah, not the real acting parts.
Yeah, I mean the acting's here, iffy, anyways. But I don't know. I feel like it's just the music is what people watch it for mainly now. I know that's pretty much. I am only paying attention to the parts that are singing, and then the rest of it, I'm not really watching it that much, or I'm doing something else in between those scenes. So, I mean, I want to say a majority of the people now are doing the same. If not, I don't know who really watches Grease for, like, because of the story.
True.
I agree with you.
Also, I think it's important to, like Diego was saying, is it's a representation of what what things were like in that time, you know what I mean, or what was passable in that time, or what was overlooked in that time, and and because of all the progress we made, that's why we're able to look back on this and be like, oh, yo, this is like a fucking dinosaur movie because of look at all this shit. And I think in a way that's impressive that we're able to do that.
Yeah, it shows society has progressed and has become more aware of the situations and the standings that people have, I think that's, especially in this time, I think it matters a lot.
Evolution.
Yeah. The only news is that hopefully we could all get together and do a Reservoir Dogs photo shoot that we've been talking about for the past year. So yeah, that's the only news I want to give you guys. Hopefully soon. Hopefully. Maybe in the summer.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
So I got one that we already read before, but I was just rewatching it, and it's what the fuck is it called? The King of Staten Island.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
I think it's about the third. Yeah, it's on HBO Max now. This is about the third time I've watched it, so I had
so fucking good.
Yeah, blown away still by fucking Pete. What's his name? Pete Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He Kings of Staten Island. Oh shit.
Yeah, he is phenomenal in this. The whole cast is great, but he definitely does shine. And I think
Bill Burr.
what we said before, it really is his. He's playing himself for most of the movie, about 90% of it.
Nice.
So it's just a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If you have HBO or HBO Max, it's available on there. I know it was available on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if it's taken off of that now because it's on HBO. But search for it, and I am sure Google will tell you where you can find it if I am incorrect.
Nice. It sounds like a fun movie, man. I'll check it out for sure.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You
His comedy skits are good too, dude.
Tiny, you really liked Big Time Adolescence, right?
Yeah, that was a fun movie, dude. Like honestly, and it was relatable.
So I think you'd really like King of Staten Island. It's very much in the vein of that film, so I would recommend you checking it out.
Yeah, and I got the HBO Max, and hey, I just got onto Shudder. Shit, I just traded my HBO Max for Shudder. So shit.
What the fuck?
So shit.
Scumbags. Speaking of scummy. Hey, Shudder's dope. Not to interrupt, but Shudder has that TV playing, dude, and dude, it's pretty fun. Like, cause I could literally have watch parties on Xbox Live with that shit. Like, you can literally watch whatever they're playing on Shudder TV, and it's on the app, or when you open it up, it's already going on. So I thought that was pretty dope for Shudder to do. And I think other apps, I don't know, because they're not TV apps, so they don't do that. I'm not too sure. I know HBO is. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. They should all do it. Like, play something. And it's a good way to get people to watch your films or whatever you have on your streaming service. They should start doing that.
Oh, you're talking about the Shudder TV where they're playing like stuff constantly, and you can like you can just jump into the live feed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think everything needs to do that. Like all the apps. That'd be fun. Because there's not too many films that I feel comfortable watching, but if it's already playing, then that makes me want to like just say fuck it, I'll leave it on, and then like that. I think that's a good way to watch film as well, because I don't run TV myself. I run mostly just streaming apps, so that I think that was pretty dope.
Yeah, I agree. There are some. I know Stars has the live stream, Cinemax, AMC Plus. They all do the live where you can jump into whatever they're playing on their on their station. So it's a way to access TV if you don't pay for cable too. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just wish like the bigger names would do it more, like Netflix and Hulu, Amazon Prime. What else do I have? That's pretty much it. HBO, and now Shudder. But yeah, I guess I'll go into my pick, my rec, and it's a simple one, and it ties in with the time and release of the main topic we're doing today. It's from 1998 as well. Can't Hardly Wait, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, and it's a fun movie. I think most of us have seen it. I think it's a fun movie with its horrible score on Rotten. It has a 40%. I'm surprised that this was a PG-13 movie, dude. It got that rating. So it's a dope movie with Seth Green, Jennifer Love Hewitt. For many younger audiences that haven't seen this, they should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. It's already there to watch, so yeah. Can't Hardly Wait.
Or
Came out at the same time as Lock, Stock, so that's pretty cool.
You can go back into the archive and listen to our episode on Can't Hardly Wait as well out there. Cheap plug,
Yes.
cheap plug.
Hell a cheap plug, but it's all good.
Hey, it's for your pick, so shut the fuck up, bro.